Hello and welcome to another episode of Warhammer Motorsport. My name is Oliver and tonight we're going to go through the S3. I'm going to tell you all the modifications, how many miles, how fast it is. You've seen it on the drag strip. You know what it can do. Now I'm going to tell you the guts. All right, first things first. As you come up, what you're going to see is this beautiful RS3 front grille. I got that from German Car Accessories. Super amazing company, can get you pretty much anything you could want as far as like aesthetics, grills, bumpers, all that sort of stuff for all the new stuff. So we've got the awesome RS3 grill. We also have this custom European plate, Warhammer on it. You know, you got to represent the brand, right? So Warhammer, there you go. I'm in SoCal, so if you see me, honk your horn. I don't know, say hi. So let's see. That's what we got. We got the RS3 grill, and let's move into the engine. All right, so that's a better look. You got the RS3 grill right here, and you've got the custom plate. Yeah, pretty straightforward bumper. Haven't done anything to the lights, nothing like that. All right, so as you come up, boom, integrated engineering intake right here, open air. I just love noise, so this is going to give you a bunch of noise. I love it. I love the stu-doo-doo. I love that stuff. All right, so air's coming through here and through here, and then coming through here into a turbo inlet pipe. I'm pretty sure mine is APR. I don't remember off the top of my head, but almost positive that's APR. So let's see here. All right, let's keep going. So right here, what I've done is I've upgraded the charge and discharge pipes. So got a APR turbo muffler delete into these pretty awesome charge pipes, and the throttle pipe down here, I've got that swapped out to bigger ones as well. I found these on eBay. Whether they're gonna last, whether they do what they're supposed to, I don't know, only time will tell. But got these on. You're just gonna allow more airflow. That's why I did it. I want more airflow, I want bigger pipes, so that's why I went ahead and did that. Also, I've upgraded the filter housing on the transmission. You can't really see it, but it's down in there somewhere. I've got a vented billet filter housing. Whether it does anything, I don't know, but I like cooling, so if that's what it says it is, that's what it says it does. So cool. Next, let's address this big elephant in the room. All right, so I am running a CTS catch can. Now in the MQB platform, it is, I've heard mixed results. I've heard yes it works, no it doesn't, and I have a few guys that run the ECS and also the APR. There's a lot of success with the APR, but not much results with the ECS one. So this one I am definitely catching. I'll show you guys real quick here. I haven't changed it in probably, I don't know, 2-3 weeks, something like that, and it's already full, which I need to drain out. I'll do a video on that of cleaning this, but CTS, there's a lot of question marks sometimes with fitment and other Chinese stuff, but this actually works. I can tell you 100% it works. It catches what it needs to, and you're getting cleaner air going through here, and you're pulling a lot of the oil out of your breather system here. Now this comes with a filler for the washer fluid. I don't really use it much, but it's pretty cool. It looks like this, matches, because you got to take the top of the washer fluid housing off in order to fit this. Whatever, it is what it is. Okay, now I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but in there is intercooler. Now this is a CTS turbo intercooler. The reason that I went with that one is because of the inlet and outlet. That was the biggest that I could find at the time, so that's why I did that. The install on this vehicle on the MQB platform specifically is really difficult. So if you are not very mechanically inclined, I highly suggest that you go to professional, get that done. It is a fun one. Let's just put it like that. So next, we have an ethanol content sensor. Now, we'll get to the tune in a minute, but in order to run what tune I have to run an ethanol content sensor. So this one is from Integrated Engineering, and this wires directly to the ECU. So my ECU is always monitoring the alcohol content in my fuel. It's required for their TrueFlex, but I'll go into that in a minute. So that's what I have here. I have APR coil packs. I also have NGK spark plugs, the RS7, so they're heat range colder, and I've never had any issues with them whatsoever. I've got a downpipe. Now this is a custom downpipe that I got from a shop in Ontario, California. I got it on eBay. I was really unsure of its fitment, but it's done its job. There we go. It's done its job. It does really, really well. No issues with it yet, so super excited about it. So this is the engine. Have not done anything with the engine mounts as of yet. Oh, last thing. I also have the Autotech high pressure fuel pump upgrade in here. So, we got the better plunger and everything in there. So that seems to be it for the engine bay. Let's move on to suspension. My wheel setup is not exactly the best for what we mainly use this for, like drag racing, for example. We only use it for that. We don't put it on the track. Maybe one day, but it's not set up for that. So the wheel setup that I have at the moment is not ideal. I mean, when you're drag racing, you want everything to be as light as possible, because if you have things that are too heavy, especially wheels, it's not going to spin as fast as you want. It's not going to hook up as fast as you want because the weight is just slowing it down. So unfortunately, these wheels that I have on right now are quite heavy. When we do go drag racing, I have a couple buddies that run really light Koenig wheels. They're like 15, 16, maybe 17 pounds at most. So that is ideal. The rotational weight of those wheels are going to help them a lot better than these, which I'm almost positive are close to 30 pounds, maybe 25, 30 pounds. So it's a huge difference, and if I maybe save up my pennies and roll with these Koenig wheels that are really light, I can shave, maybe 10, a little bit more pounds per corner. It's going to save a lot of time, especially in a 60-foot, getting the car going. So maybe that'll happen in the future. I don't know, but let's get into the suspension. All right, so these are the wheels that I'm running right now. They are G-Force. I got them on OfferUp. I love them. These are the 5-spokes. I'm in love with 5-spoke wheels. These are amazing. You can see the brake calipers, everything, absolutely gorgeous. Now, the wheels that I'm running is I'm running Falcon Azenzi 615 Plus. Where is it? Yeah, here we go. The RT 615. Here, let's see that. The RT 615K Plus. These are absolutely amazing. I was not having that much luck really gripping. Then I switched over to these, and I am getting a lot of grip. I'm still slipping a little bit. On the drag strip, I am running on the drag strip, I'm running about 22 PSI in these tires, and I'm still getting a slight squeal when I launch. So what I think I might do in the future is maybe raise it just a little bit and start it to say like 25 and work my way down to find the ideal tire pressure on these. But I do differentiate my tire pressures front and rear. So the fronts I run lower than my rears. So rears, I'm probably looking at 27, 28 PSI. In the fronts, I'm running 25 24, 23, 22 psi, you know, depending on how hot they are. But you know, this last time I was consistently putting down about 22 psi in the fronts. So that being said, brakes, I'm running OEM brakes, not running anything super crazy. You know, I could upgrade and, you know, do some like new speed set or something like that, but I go through these so quickly doing the drag racing that, you know, I can't justify spending a lot of money upgrading these front brakes. But, you know, maybe that's a different time. Right now I'm on lowering springs. Don't know, you can't really see that up there, but I'm running lowering springs. I'm running H&R Sport Springs right now. I'd love to eventually get some ST suspension. I'd love to run some STs. I think those are the best coilovers, because I do drive this daily. I still want something comfortable, but then I want something to perform as well. And I feel that ST gives you that best balance between, you know, when you want it to perform, it's going to be there, but when you want it to be, you know, very, you know, kind of comfortable and just, you know, just daily driving it, it's not going to rattle your teeth out. It's not going to do anything crazy. It's just going to, you know, just be there. You know, even when we take this on the canyon sometimes, you know, it's going to be there. You know, it's going to respond in the corners quite well. Also in the fronts, you can't see because it's on the ground, but I am running the 034 dog bone mount and insert. I did not change the pendulum mount itself. I just did the insert and the mount. So I'm getting, you know, barely any movement when I'm shifting. You know, all you MQB guys, I really think this is a super solid upgrade. It's not that expensive at all, and it gives you about as much feedback as doing a transmission tune, I think, personally. So the responsiveness you get in shifting, you know, it really does wonders, especially when I'm trying to shift super quickly on the drag strip. It makes shifting very, very easy and very quick. And, you know, it's very, very responsive. So as we come around the back, okay, let's see, what's the last thing in the rear? I am running an H&R rear sway bar. Now, the reason that I did that was I wanted to stiffen up the rear. It's, you know, obviously it's front wheel bias, right? So we need a little bit of something to solidify the rear, and the H&R rear sway bar does a really good job of doing that, stiffening up that rear so you get a lot of responsiveness in the corners. Even though we're not set up for that, it's still going to, you know, hold on. It's still going to be, you know, very, very, it's going to be tight. It's going to be grippy. You're not going to lose it in the corners. You're going to be able to keep up with pretty much anything like I am. So now we move on to my favorite part of the car. Now, I wanted to make this car as unique as possible. So there are quite a few S3s out there, and there are a lot of S3s that are going to the drag strip, doing absolutely crazy things. But I wanted to do something aesthetically different that's going to make my S3 stand out different in the crowd. So this is where we get to the rear and I can differentiate mine from everyone else's. And here we are in the rear. Now we got this beautiful duckbill right here. Now this duckbill may be the top two reasons why I bought this car. I think this thing looks absolutely savage. Doesn't do much on the downforce, but you know, hey, you gotta have something appealing when you're driving down the street. So this duckbill, absolutely love it. You know, this thing's like 200 bucks, something like that. So beautiful. So also back here, what I have, so I work at Ingolstadt West. I'm the performance specialist here. So, you know, gotta represent there. Warhammer Motorsports right here. This is the old logo. We've got a new one coming out. So, you know, I had this designed a very, very long time ago, but we're gonna change it up. Low Coast Lifestyle. If you don't know who they are, they're a Southern California car lifestyle brand. you know, bunch of low cars, super awesome group. They host quite a few events. So if you can follow these guys on Instagram, keep up with them, go buy a t-shirt, go buy something, you know, they're super awesome. CTS Turbo, because obviously I got, you know, got some parts from them. And then Integrated Engineering, they are the true heroes of this car, which I will get to in a minute. So working our way down, got my IE badge. There's my license plate number, cool. There's a really awesome feature that I've unlocked with my OBD11. So hopefully I can show you. Check that out, dancing lights, super cool. If you don't have an OBD11, you should definitely get one. Okay, so now the best part of the car. So what I have done is I have converted the rear bumper to an RS3 rear bumper with the carbon fiber diffuser and the light in the middle that actually works. So what I've done, I've taken a TTRS exhaust, okay, because I couldn't find an RS3 one. Well, we got a TTRS exhaust, and I can prove it to you because it says RS on the bottom of that. I don't know if you can see it, but right there it says RS. Okay, so TTRS rear muffler. We had to do some modification to it to make it fit because the TTRS wheelbase is shorter than an RS3 wheelbase and the S3 wheelbase. Now, if I did the RS3, it would have bolted directly up and I wouldn't have had any issues whatsoever. But since I got a TTRS, and like I said, the wheelbase is a little bit shorter, what we had to do was cut the valves off, and we had to adjust the tips so it would push out a little bit farther, so it would completely sit in the holes that the diffuser allows. So that's what we got there, TTRS exhaust. And then this rear diffuser we got from German Car Accessories again, just like the front grille. Now we had a really hard time putting this on. As you can probably tell, you can see a little bit of the gaps right there. It was really hard because you're trying to fit a circle in a square essentially. So with this rear diffuser, it was like fitting a circle in a square. It was pretty difficult. So shout out to ABL Auto Body. They're over in Northridge. Super amazing guys. Crazy good body work. So what they did was they were able to manipulate it a little bit so it would actually fit and sit in there. So we're taking an S3 rear bumper that is designed to house RS3 parts, but the rear diffuser is an S3 rear diffuser that's meant to be an RS3 lookalike. So we're essentially putting things that aren't supposed to fit each other together. So that was a nightmare. I got really frustrated with that. But ABL over there in Northridge, absolutely amazing. Made it, you can't tell. If I didn't just show you right there and you walked upon this, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't be able to see it. But then I wired it in, and that backlight works, and it just looks absolutely amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys that. So it doesn't stay on when you're actually like driving around. It just turns on and flashes when the brake is on. So super cool. And this is the tone that we got right here. You can hear it. Man. All right, now the moment you wanted to know. All right, I'm gonna rev it up. Crazy. everybody knows that I'm coming because my exhaust sounds absolutely wild. All right, so we'll have another video and you'll be able to hear that, and I'm gonna go romp around. All right, now, the moment you wanted to know, what tune am I running? That's the most important part, right? You can have all of these crazy different parts, but if you're not tuned, what's the point, right? All right, so I am running Integrated Engineering Stage 2 TrueFlex. Now, right now, I am full E85, hence why I needed the content sensor. I am full E85. Now, this TrueFlex tune, if you haven't heard of it, what it allows you to do, it allows you to put whatever fuel you want and the computer is gonna know. So if you put full E85, it's gonna know. If you mix 91 and E85, it's gonna know. So you can, do like an E40 blend, E50 blend, something like that, right? So this is very awesome technology, and it's just unlocked a whole extra dimension to this MQB platform. So if you're looking for a tune for this vehicle, I would highly, highly, highly recommend Integrated Engineering. Whether it's their stage 1, their regular stage 2, or this amazing TrueFlex, I would go with the TrueFlex all day. Other companies like APR, Unitronic, 034, they have great tunes. Not gonna knock any of those companies because they do the research, they put it out. A lot of their stuff is reliable. I got quite a few friends that are running different tunes. But if you want something off the shelf that is absolutely insane and is running close to some of the custom tunes, this is what you want. Right now, I'm about 400 wheel horsepower. Now we're gonna put it on the dyno to truly, get a feel for exactly what wheel horsepower we're looking at. But I ran this on the dyno before it was released to the public. I was running an E60 blend, and I was pushing about 370 at the wheel. So this full E85, we'll get back on the dyno, and we'll see exactly what we're running. In another video, I'll put me getting on the dyno the last time, running E60, so we can do a comparison and see exactly what's going on. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for paying attention all the way to the end. This is my 2016 S3 Stage 2 Integrated Engineering TrueFlex tuned crazy monster. Stay tuned for the next video. Maybe we'll go to the drag strip or cruise. I don't know. Stay tuned. Find out.